Hello, hello, Australia. Australia is a country with many resources at hand, of natural resources, development, and tourism. And these resources allows it to have funds that could support other countries. And in the years that it's existed, over the last few decades, it has given hundreds of millions of dollars in aid to different countries in the South Pacific. Some of these countries are Papua New Guinea, Vietnam, Cambodia, and that's just the ones in the South Pacific. There's more out in the world, but the neighbors to Australia get help regularly. And these aids are given to neighboring countries or other countries. So, yeah. You may be wondering, what is foreign aid? Foreign aid is when a country like Australia gives money to other countries in the globe, like Papua New Guinea or Vietnam, for either infrastructure projects, or supporting the economy, giving food to people, or supplying them with more grain to help their whole country thrive, or to give immediate care to their cause, like a disaster like a tornado or an earthquake or a tsunami. And this funds from Australia could come in two ways: non-governmental funds and governmental funds. Governmental funds is when the government itself from Australia gives their tax dollar money or national funds to different countries for aid. But non-governmental funds is when a third party from Australia or a different country gives money through donations from other people that they've collected and given. That is the difference between governmental and non-governmental funds, and that is what foreign aid is. One of these countries Australia has given aid to is Indonesia. Indonesia is a country in Asia, and Australia has given hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions even, to it using its budget over the decade. The support has mainly been in infrastructure and food and grain and developing their economy. But there's been crises like the 2004 Indian flood that affected Indonesia greatly, which Australia gave Indonesia enough money to rebuild its cities, houses, and schools that people around that country could not have access to if Australia didn't give its money. Some of you might be wondering, if Australia gives all this money to other people, how does it help us? Are we just going to go broke? No, that's not how this works. Because when Australia gives money to Indonesia or other countries, it has good benefits for them as well. Giving foreign aid to different countries allows Australia to have more trading opportunities with different countries for natural resources and products, and gives them good image in the sight of the UN and other international organizations. And how does this help Indonesia? After all I've told you, you're just saying they build houses? No, that's not it. Because in these development, many different professions can be boosted by people who didn't have opportunity before the foreign aid came. They only had opportunities after the foreign aid came. And that's how this helps both Australia and Indonesia greatly. And this has a positive impact on everyone, the governments in those two countries. In the end, Australia gives money for life and everyone to thrive, just as life is thriving in this garden behind me. And that's why Australia helps. For themselves, for other people, for everyone of this globe to live happily and freely as everyone would have wanted. And that is the relationship between Australia, Indonesia, and foreign aid money.